Well, hello ladies and gentlemen, and welcome to this Q&A. I asked you guys to submit some questions, and you did. I got more than expected, so that's always good. So let's get right to the questions, shall we? Have you ever gotten into any MOBAs like League or Dota? Well, I've never really got into them, as in liking them that much, but I have played with some friends just to play with friends, you know, but it's just not my style of game, especially in a game like Dota where the matches go immensely long sometimes. I just don't have the time to sit there, and my major problem with this stuff is really that if I play a game, I want to feel like I'm achieving something and I'm actually getting something in return. But with these games, yeah, you just get your character, you don't get level ups or extra powerful weapons or all that kind of good stuff. They might have changed it, I don't know, but yeah, that's basically me on MOBAs. If there are any new interesting MOBAs out there, I will want to try them out, of course, but we'll see in the future. What is your biggest fear or phobia? Oh god, that's a really difficult one for me to answer, but basically it's airplanes. And not so much really the airplane itself, but more the situation of being in the airplane mid-flight. I'm the kind of person that wants to have control about what I'm doing. And just imagine a plane going down and you're in it. What can you do? Nothing. Scream, maybe. And I hate that feeling that you just can't do anything about it. I'll go in an airplane and jump out of it and have a nice skydive. I've did it before in the past, I'll do it again without a second thought. But at least I'm able to get out safely onto the ground. Well, that's debatable too. But like with cars and everything, at least you get the opportunity to steer out of the way. Yes, it can still go wrong, but at least you had the opportunity to do something. And I hope this kinda explains my phobia. So I think my phobia is not having control of a situation. And airplanes. Okay, next one. Kevin Devil actually submitted a lot of them. So let's take a look here. How long have you been on YouTube? That's a good one. I think it's around 3 years now. And I also had a YouTube channel before this. It's no longer in the works. There's nothing on there. So no use checking it out. But yeah, those were the days actually. One of these days I should actually just upload some really old footage. I still have most of my first videos, so I might even do that in the future. Who is your favorite YouTuber? Without a doubt, Markiplier. He's my favorite YouTuber. I only have 2 real YouTubers, or big YouTubers, that I watch. And that is Fanless Gaming and Markiplier. But Markiplier is really my favorite. That guy is just so much fun to watch. And he's just so genuine. Not saying that Fanless ain't, but I'm just more a fan of how Markiplier interacts with his fans. Will you ever play with fans? Yes, I will. I always wanted to play with fans. I never really found a way to really do it unless I buckle down a little bit and get some money together for a server, which is not a bad idea really, but I wouldn't know what game to do it on though. I'll see in the future, but it's definitely something that I want to do. What is your favorite game? Oh, I don't really have one favorite game. I think I have favorite genres of games. And I think for me, yeah, I've always been a major fanboy of Square Enix and the Final Fantasy series. Yes, they screwed up a couple times with certain games, but I'm not going to get into that. But I think my all-time favorite game from Final Fantasy would have to be Final Fantasy X, because I have a history with that game. Everybody thought I was crazy back in the day when the PlayStation 2 just got released, and I begged my father, you know, for PlayStation 2. I got it on release, but the thing is, it didn't come with a memory card, and it came with the DVD of Spider-Man, you know? And it's not a game, it's a game console. I don't want a DVD with him, so I begged and begged and begged and begged, and the day after we went to buy a game. I saw Final Fantasy X. So I took it, bought it, went back home. But I was still young, well, not all too young, but then I realized that you need a memory card. I didn't have a memory card, and well, I already begged for a game, so I didn't decide on begging for extra money for a memory card. So what I did is I put in Final Fantasy X, and I played it for like 8 hours straight. And I left it on, went to bed, came back and did it all over again. And my PlayStation must have been on for an entire week for me trying to get through the game. I had so much fun doing it, but holy crap, that was an ordeal, man. You know, those are real problems for retro games. You don't see that anymore. Why did you want to do YouTube? Well, really, I didn't get into it for anything special, really. I got invited once when I was still really into Minecraft by a couple guys on forums to play some special maps in Minecraft or get a server and play on there and just build and have fun. And so we did, and 2 of them recorded, and one of them is Jack Standard Disc, which some older viewers of mine might still remember. And he said, why don't you try recording it? Because I never even knew how to do it, but he explained everything to me and set it up, or helped me set it up. And after my first couple of episodes, I just got hooked, you know? I had no real motive for doing it, I just wanted to do it because it was fun to do. It's a nice little hobby. Yeah, so that's really why I started doing YouTube, because I got asked to try out recording. Will you ever do giveaways? Yeah, I would like to do giveaways on a later date. I just don't know what yet. I have a couple ideas and I will do it, so there's not much to say on it because it was already in my planning list for YouTube. So just stay tuned and keep checking videos, and I'll announce it when it happens, so don't worry too much about it, you won't miss it. So yeah, let's get on to the next question. What is your other job? Well, since of late, I've been a security guard, because I was doing graphical design at first, and I was having a lot of fun with it because I had a lot of creative freedom, but then I joined a company to design all kinds of logos and websites, or the art for websites, and it was just make this, make this, make this, and it has to look this way and that way, and it took away my creative freedom, and I kind of lost interest in doing it. I'm still doing it for YouTube and I'm loving it. It's just fun to do it. And yeah, so I decided to take up another study, and the study that I did is event security officer, and that includes stuff like festivals, like let's just say Ozfest or something. I can go there and I can actually be a guard there. It's celebrity protection and all that kind of good stuff, you know? Well, I don't know if it's really that good to be a bodyguard, really, but we'll see what happens in the future, and I'm loving it so far. It just takes a lot of time away, although I'm seeming to manage YouTube and my job really well nowadays, so can't complain. What console do you play? I play PlayStation consoles. I do have Xboxes, but I just hardly play on it because I'm more familiar with the PlayStation, because that was my first console after having a SNES. I went from Nintendo to PlayStation, and then after the PlayStation 2 I got my first Xbox, and I didn't really like the controls and the games that were being released. I didn't really like it, so I always stayed with PlayStation, and I'm still a happy fanboy here. And I'm not dissing Xbox, there are some good games out on Xbox and I do love them. But yeah, what is your gamer tag on PS3 or Xbox? Well, just go on PSN and look for Sven Snyder. You should be able to find me on that gamer tag, because as far as I know, that's the gamer tag I chose, so that's it, really. Did you ever go to college? Yes, I did, but this kinda goes in with your next question as well, and if so, what did you major in? Well, I majored in graphical design, really. So I went to a special school called the ICT Academic, and everything in that school had to do with computing. Everything, making servers, making games, making graphics, websites, everything. And I majored in graphical design, and I loved it. It was really fun to do. It was really hard, but I managed to get through with a lot of good grades, so I can't really complain. Too bad I'm not really doing too much with it nowadays, but I'll probably get back into it in the future. And yeah, let's go on to the next person, and that is Mr. Nutluck. Okay, here's my question. Why is your hair not pink? What do you mean it ain't pink? But in all seriousness, why would you want to see my hair pink? I'll gladly do it, I don't really care, but although I don't think they want like a ice cream cone as a bodyguard, you know? I don't think that will go well, especially with job interviews. But yeah, that was the Q&A really, so I hope you enjoyed. If you have any more questions, then why not submit them and I'll do another video on them. So stay tuned for the next one. Hope you enjoy the upcoming videos and punch that like button and see you guys in the next one. Take care.